Did I do a smart? Probably not. This body proportions video is a companion piece to the face proportion video I did. And I just wanted to say, because I was thinking about this, yeah, the sketch is ugly. And it's kind of on purpose. I mean, yeah, it's just what I drew, right? It's rough drafts look like that. They look terrible. And we ran with it. But I decided not to go back and clean it up and make it all pretty because, well, your art can be ugly or rough and still be correct. So I thought that would be a good point to make. So I'm going to do the body proportions. It'll probably be as ugly. But if you follow these principles, it'll level your figure arts up. Your character art. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. All the proportions of the body when you're drawing are going to be based on the head. Like chibi, for example, the whole point of chibi is that the heads are way too big, and that's what makes it that cartoon look and kind of comedic. To show you where we're going, kind of like my thumbnail, I made a body of my heads for my model. See, and my model's a little narrow compared to my head, but it's a cartoon and it's a little short because, well, I'm short. Oh, I lost the diagram I had. Oh no. Let me see if I can find it because it really helped. I had a diagram of body proportions for artists. Let's see. Where's my keyboard? We're very professional and well prepared around here. My other attempt at this video, the mic was off. Well, at least the mic was off in OBS, and it's wonderful. I have no idea what I said, and so we're just doing it again. But I had a cool diagram, and now I can't find it. Where the hell? Where are you? Did I save it, maybe? Let's see. Let's see if I saved it. Oh, wait. Nope. That's not it. No. Nope. Nope. Oh, no. All right, internet. All right, internet. Don't fail me now. Come on. Where's the stupid proportions video? Let's try Google. Brave is terrible. Body proportions, figure drawing reference. Aha! Found you. Found you. All right, let's see. Where'd you go? I lost you again. Come on. All right. So when you're designing your characters, this is kind of a fun reference sheet to think about. Oh, Jesus, that's really big. Okay, so we got 4 figures, as you can see. The short figure on the left is technically normal, your average male height, and it's going to be 7.5 of this person's head. And you saw on my own drawing that it was like 7 1/3, 7 1/4. My head being slightly bigger makes me look a little shorter, which I am. These other 3 are more fun for drawing, as artwork tends to be exaggerated in some way. If you want to do exact life, photographs are easier. So an idealistic figure is going to be 8 of his own head and just over 2 heads wide. Probably not for a female figure, but we're using male figures here. And then fashion models always tend to be drawn taller, so you can show off more of your outfit design. And then heroic, like a sculpture, is 9 heads. That's so tall. Oh my god. I have a character that is supposed to be tall, like weirdly tall, like 7 foot or something like that. And being short, I actually really struggled to make him look tall. And he never ever looked 7 foot. But I discovered that by shrinking his head a little bit, it actually made him look taller. So there's a little tip for you, a little cheat. Now, if we look at this a little more, let's just take a quick note of the grid of where all these boxes are the heads. So it'll help you lay out correctly a figure. So we're going to put him aside. We're going to draw it. It's going to be ugly, so let's pick a fun color. Let's go with blue. So we got our head. Brilliant. Send it to the Louvre. And let's just draw a quick figure. And then we're going to test it and see and adjust it to the head. And if you work on this and practice it, you'll eventually get used to seeing it and be able to do it by eye, as they say. Got our legs, calves kind of come out a little bit. Don't forget your feet. I see a lot of people not drawing their feet. Draw your feet and your hands. Draw your feet and hands. I'll do a video like this for hands and feet. Start with an ugly drawing of hands and feet. And it doesn't matter if they're ugly. Just this is a rough idea of a sketch. It doesn't have to be gorgeous from the start. Actually, let's do these down by the side for the measuring purposes. Where are we going? Okay, that's probably a little long. I love digital. You can erase a million times without ruining your paper. Okay. Here's our figure. All right, let's copy the head. And let's make it another color. Okay. We're going to slide it down. No! Oh god, the wrong head! No, it's supposed to be the pink head! Okay. Oh my god. What is happening? Where's his mouse? Okay, fine. This is not going to work because, of course, it's not. So let's make our figure another color. Clip Studio is going to fight with us, so... Right. Okay. Looking all right so far. And this isn't science, so, it doesn't have to be perfectly exact. It just has to appear correct enough. Because think about it this way, right? Like, you see people all the time. Even if you only see yourself, you see people all the time. So over the course of your lifetime, your brain is getting used to what human bodies look like, how they're proportioned in some way that you don't think about anymore. So if you don't draw them with some semblance of the reality, your brain knows, your eyes know, and you look at it and you're like, that's wrong. And doing it wrong is not the same as exaggerating. Because when you exaggerate, you take the correct reality and then you make it more extreme in some way or another. Like chibis with the big heads, but it tends to be the body is usually, you can tell it's on purpose. All right, one more. What do we got? Let's see how tall this is. We're going to call this the bottom. So we got 6, 7, 8. Boom! Boom! Our idealistic 8 heads. Wow, that surprises me. All right, let's see. What are we doing? Oh my god, I got so many of these. We're going to combine these. Let's combine them. New layer, new color. Let's go with orange. All right. So we got our 8 heads. 7.5, 8, 8.5, or 9 heads, depending on what kind of ridiculous monster you're drawing here. Couple of rules, and I see this a lot. Probably one of the more common mistakes underdeveloped artists make, and get really frustrated with how their work doesn't look right, and they don't understand why. Check your work for these particular things, and you'll find a change almost overnight. Okay, so at about 3 heads down, you're going to have your waist. And on your real body, your waist is about an inch above your belly button. So, and luckily you have limbs and a body, so I hope. So you can check these on yourself if you're not sure while you're drawing. So your elbow, this guy right here, is going to hit at the waist. Squeeze your elbows into your body and you will see they are at your waist, okay? My model doesn't have moving arms, so you're going to have to just imagine. I'm flapping my arms like a freaking bird over here. So let's lower this down a little bit. And then the next important one that I also see wrong is the hands. Hands hit about, they're going to be the middle. So for this, it's going to be 8 heads. This feels a little high up to me. Oh well. I'm like looking at the okay, hold on. Let's bring this guy back. I have the proportions thing on another screen, so I'm cheating a little bit, but let's bring it back. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh my god, too many things. Too many things. All right. We're going to focus on our 8 heads guy. Yeah, see, they're kind of different based on the height, which is interesting. But I guess it's the center of the body. So if you got 8.5 heads, it's going to be like 4.25. Okay, so we're going with 8 heads, so it's going to be 4. And this has the wrists set at that point. And if you stand and you like cover yourself up with your hands, you'll see that your hands reach about, your wrists reach about your hip, pelvis, right above the crotch, and then the hands are below that. Now, I've seen men with weirdly long arms, and it like actual people with really long arms, and the hands go down a little lower. Maybe they have long torsos. I don't know. I haven't investigated too closely. So back to the task at hand. So this is going to be our wrist. Let's turn this off. So now we've got our hand. Thumbs always go in case you don't have hands and you can't check. Thumbs always go in. Now going down from the hands, we have the knees. And on our model, they're about about a box and a half. See, it's about a box and a half. So we got about a head and a half. It seems a little high to me, but here we are. Got our knees. And the bottom of the feet is at the bottom of the head. So our feet here are a little angled. So we've got our feet here, ankles are going to be up a little bit. And that's it. That's it. We got our baseline figure. And no matter how pretty or ugly you draw or chaotic, if you make sure these elbows, hands, crotch, knees all fit in the right spot, it'll look right no matter how weirdly you draw. That's it. That's the long and the short of it. That's it. That's the long and the short of it. It's quick and messy and dirty, and then now you take this baseline and create your beautiful artwork from there. Because again, I know all of you can draw better than this. And that's the point, right? We just keeping this simple. So go out there and correct your figures and make them look right in the minds of the viewer.